And one of the biggest things that I try to help guys with, young guys especially, that's they struggle with, is finding, I guess what you said is like their art, or like finding the path. Because today there's so many. I mean, you're definitely old enough. I'm old enough to remember time before there was the internet, before there was a multitude of
There
options.
was
You
an
know what I mean?
or there was an internet.
I feel like life was actually better than in many ways.
I think it was, yeah.
But now, there's so many options. So many guys have so many options. How do they pick a path in life? How do they, I get so many guys that are like, I don't want to pick the wrong path. What's kind of the advice that you have for that?
I mean, there is such a thing as the hero's journey, right? That we've um, let me I'll for those of us that aren't familiar, let me give it to you very quickly. And I'm sure you're into this, John, yourself.
Yeah.
Um, Carl Jung, the great Swiss psychologist, contemporary Freud, and everything like that, he believed that we come into this world not with a blank slate as a psyche, but that there's kind of software in that psyche. And one of the pieces of software is what he called the hero's journey, and that Joseph Campbell. There's a great thing. Read anything by Joseph Campbell, The Hero
Yeah.
with a Thousand Faces, or there's a wonderful PBS series with Bill Moyers called The Power of Myth by
Mm.
Joseph Campbell. Anyway, the hero's journey is this sort of, it's kind of it takes the form of a story, and it's sort of like software inside us, and it kind of compels us to live it out. Like the classic hero's journey in our era is Star Wars, and in fact, George Lucas worked with Joseph Campbell but Luke Skywalker starts out, he's on he's working on an Uncle Owen and Aunt Farou's evaporator farm, and
Yep.
then he connects with Obi-Wan Kenobi because of this whole long adventure, and he just blows up the Death Star. And that was sort of the classic hero's journey. And all of us kind of have that software in our heads, and it will kick in and call us. We'll be in a world sort of like Luke's world, a boring world where we're stuck, and some sort of thing in the hero's journey that it's called the call.
Yeah.
And something will come to us. It might come to us in a dream. It might come to us in real life. We might fall in love with somebody and they say, I'm leaving for Argentina tomorrow. Come with me, and we respond to the call, and then we live out a journey. And eventually in the end, we come back home and we've changed, we've become who we were meant to be. And so what I would say to anybody young is that that's wrestling with this is that you've got that hero's journey too, and you're probably on it already. And just to have faith in it, you will get the call, or you've already got it, and your journey will play out. You're not going to get away from it. It's going to happen. And I forgot what I was just going to say, but I would just say that have faith in that journey, that it's in there, and that I had a friend who I used to work for as a boss of mine. And he used to say that people always tell you that life is short, but
Mm.
really life is long. He says, we live many lifetimes in this one lifetime. And he said to anybody young that's struggling or in doubt, he would say, you've got a million years ahead of you.
Hmm.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself. It's all going to unfold. Keep your eyes open. And what I meant to say is that the hero's journey in all of our lives is always enacted in a benighted state, meaning we're always blind. We don't know what's happening. It's not like we know what's happening and we can guide ourselves. The definition of the hero's journey is that we're lost and we're stumbling, and we're in a strange inverted world. And so if you feel that way, and I would say this to myself, if I could talk to my younger self, just go with it. It's okay.
Yeah.
It will reveal itself.